I'm here in Mexico City with around 13 million inhabitants, one of the fastest growing cities on the earth, talking about logistics and supply chain management. And one of the great challenges for corporations in this increasingly globalized world where speed really counts is to make sure that they produce goods where it's really cheap to do so, without creating complexities which mean that they can't deliver what they need to do when there's, let's say, a local political issue in a particular country, whether there's a war or a flood or something like that. And one of the interesting things that's happening is supply chains are becoming shorter again. We're talking about reshoring, bringing back to America, bringing back to Mexico or to Brazil jobs that might have been in China or India over the last decade. And one of the reasons is complexity, one of the reasons is cost of transportation, but it's also of manufacturing cost because of the price of labor. If we look at China, we find that this year we can expect labor in many parts of the country to be increasing by between 10 and 14%, just as it did last year and as it probably will next year. We're also looking at risks that the Chinese currency will appreciate against other currencies, which will further wipe out some of the competitive advantages that China has had as a manufacturing giant over the last decade. When you put these different factors together, you can see why companies are now wanting to bring production much closer to where their wholesale and their retail is going to be in the future. They're talking about shorter supply lines, much more agile responsiveness in terms of the way they can react to consumer changes, product recalls, product innovations, and so on. So it's an exciting time of huge change in logistics and supply chain management, and Mexico is very well placed to continue to grow its manufacturing base, particularly supplying the United States of America.